Hey everyone, it's Corey from Linda's, and I am here with Linda here in her beautiful studio in Star Valley, Wyoming.
Hello everybody.
And she has got some really cool ideas for us on the oval templates. She's going to come in and create some really cool things, and I've got my own little spin on them too.
It's fun.
Stay tuned. Okay, Linda, I love your oval templates. I love all the templates. They're just amazing. But the oval templates are really, really fun, and I know you've got a cool idea for us on them. So I'd like to start it off, and then you get to come in with all the fun stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with the small 2x4 oval template. Now, I want to get perfect angles on this, and I brought our Basic 8 stencil all the way from Texas to use it here. So I've got that Basic 8, and what that's going to do once I pounce on the lines is going to give me those perfect angles that I can use the lines on the template to make those perfect turns.
No measuring.
No measuring.
That's great.
So we've got label side up. In order to use this stencil successfully, you always do label side down. You're going to find the corners where your markings are meeting. I'm going to grab some pounce powder, give it a little bit of a hit to get that powder moving, and then just a quick brush over in this. Now that's going to apply that on. That's applied on a little heavy on the chalk. No worries there. We just give it a nice little brush off to make it a little lighter.
Okay.
And that way it doesn't bounce around everywhere.
Oh yeah, we don't want bouncing chalk.
But brush that off just like that, and you can still see those lines absolutely perfect.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab that oval template, and it has those markings in there.
Yes, it does.
In a perfect center that we have from that Basic 8. So I can line that up, make sure all those markings are following as well. And we are going to have some fun with this. So I'm going to get that where I need it, just like that. I'll pull up my thread, do a few tie-offs, get that template back where it needs to go, and then we're going to go around this.
And you'll have to switch hands.
I will.
Yes.
But still, even when you switch hands, make sure you're still holding that template down nice and tight on the fabric and using the foot of the machine right alongside of it.
Yes.
It's going to give you exactly what you need.
Okay.
Okay, so that was our first one. Now I'm going to rotate this template exactly straight up and down, still staying in the center.
That center is really important when you're doing this.
It is. So I see that to make this work successfully, I could freehand down the edge of this to get to that one section. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
So
Good luck.
I'm doing good. I did it.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to tie off the thread. All right. So now we're going to take this again. We're back in the center right there. Perfect. When a hand gets awkward, pause, switch hands, holding good pressure still. Working around, taking our time with this. We don't have to be in a race. You told me that all day.
No.
No need to be in a race.
We are not in a race.
We'll rotate the template again, and what we're doing kind of here, it looks really fun. It looks like one of the genius symbols.
Oh, of course it is.
As we're going through. So I'm going to still freehand this down this line. Perfect. And now we're going to do the next one. So whenever that gets awkward, pause and move your hand.
This is really going to give me something to have fun with. I love
like
this.
That. Rotate it again, staying in the center, but making sure our markings are still where they need to be. This one, let's come to here. Pause and go.
Oh, look at that.
It's coming together so nice. Just like that. And that's it for you, Linda.
Okay.
So that's the fun little spinny genius bar that I've made there.
Terrific.
And then you're going to come in with all the fun things as well.
Okay, there's so many different areas that this created, Corey. I'm so excited. But since you ended right there, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do just a little curl. And then I just move over and do a little curl. Little curl.
Ooh.
And I am getting tight in here because you have to be really accurate. Oh, look.
This is also one of those times if you're doing really tight work like that, I remember you would always tell me, make sure you bump up that stitch of sprint, make it like a 14 or a 16
Yeah, I
even.
think I'll do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I can do it for you
Let's do
even.
14.
Okay.
Because the machine will react better to me.
Yeah. All right, you're at 14.
Okay. All right, in these little areas, I'm going to do ribbon candy. And what you have to do is make sure that you are perpendicular to that center that you have. You can't get them leaning. So you have to pay attention. Make sure at the top of that curve you are at the top, so, and it's straight, see, like right there. Ooh, oh, yes.
Looks so good, especially with the fun neon thread.
Can't get mixed up on what area you're in, or you're in trouble. Okay, so we've got that. So now I'm going to do a little feather on the inside. Almost looks like I have a circle. It just automatically made a wonderful little area there. And I'm going to echo it one time because I do want to do some little stipple in it, but if I echo it once, I save the design inside. Can I have 16 stitches to the edge?
Of course you can.
Yeah, there we go. You know, when I'm doing this sort of thing, I kind of just establish my elbows on the rollers.
Yeah.
To stabilize myself. All right, and I'm going to follow a little feather out like that and come right out here. I'm going to put a teardrop out here like that. And on the outside of these, I'm going to do little tiny, okay, not that tiny, circles. Oops. I know that first one, you got to give yourself a chance to get started. Here's a teardrop. Circle, 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 teardrop. When you're doing circles, they really have a flat side. Flat, round, and then a teardrop. Flat, round, flat, round, teardrop. Flat, round, flat, round, teardrop. Flat, round. If you don't do that flat side, it looks like an E. You'll just have a bunch of E's sitting up there, which is fine if that's what you want. That's okay.
Well, might be the design you're going for.
That's right. That's right. Oh, all of these cute little things. And then I'm just going to expand it a little bit. Since I'm here, I'm going to echo, 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 echo. Just going around with the echo, and you can continue to do that depending on how big your square was that you were putting it in, or your, whatever you got that you're putting it into.
Well, that echo could definitely fill up whatever odd shape you have, too.
Absolutely. And that just makes it, it's a doily.
It looks so good. Out of those 3 little templates, or that one size template that we used, but you have all of those different sizes available to you whenever you want to do it. So whatever block size you've got, you could go from this small section, you could go up to the 3x6 and a bigger block, or even the 4x8.
Ooh,
and the larger
really
block.
Pretty.
That'd be really fun to create a cool little motif even with this.
Absolutely.
And all of these are available on our website at lindas.com.